Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Nothing But Games podcast. I'm your host, Matt, and today I'm joined by Mike and Marcus.
Yeah, I'm on his right today. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, this is a thing.
What's up?
Usually I'm on his left.
So, I'm congested as fuck. So don't mind.
You're gonna truck through it.
Don't mind me.
So he's gonna truck through it.
Yeah, you ever heard
That's
that
not
expression?
a thing. No,
It is a thing. Euro Truck Simulator, boys.
I'm gonna Euro Truck Simulator through this. But the 2018 version.
Fuck yeah. All right. Off to a good start today.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm congested, so don't mind me.
Should have just taken the day off.
I should have, but oh well. I don't
You
quit.
should let me host. I can do it.
Not a chance. Moving on. How's it going?
You know, it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Been pretty
that's good.
average week, I think.
That's
you know?
good. That's good.
School, work, video games.
Yeah.
Pretty normal.
Yeah. I've been playing some different games this week. We'll get into that later.
Spoiler.
Oh yeah.
Chess.
No.
CSGO.
Scrabble.
Yes.
Dota 2.
Nope.
League of Legends.
Nope.
World of Warcraft.
No.
I was listening to all these PC games that you play.
Disney Guess Who.
No.
You mean Disney, guess who?
Mike thought Disney was spelled with a G
I
when
feel
he
like
was
we've
a
explained
kid.
this on this podcast before, haven't we?
Yeah, well, I'm going to explain it again.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
Looks
welcome.
like a G.
Then why didn't you call it Gizny?
He did. He said Disney.
I didn't. I was always just confused why they called it Disney, but the word clearly said Disney.
Wait, so you always fell into peer pressure, though, and called it Disney because everyone
Yes.
else did?
No, because I knew it was Disney, but I just thought the D looked like a
But
G.
how did you know it was Disney if you always thought, this is a G?
Because I heard it first before I saw it.
Yeah, okay, that's fine, but you,
Never watched any of those Disney Channel original movies?
on Disney XD,
I did.
Uh-huh.
They say Disney.
Rest in peace, Disney Infinity.
yep. 1, 2, and 3.0,
Disney World.
Disney World. Yep.
Nice.
Sponsored by Disney.
Not true.
Yee. Not a chance. Moving on.
0%.
Moving on. Because we got a whole smack of news this week.
Don't say that again.
Sorry, I apologize. Yeah, so we got a whole bunch of news this week. And, yeah, it's going to be great. Moving on. Can I help you, Mike?
I was trying to fix something, but then now I might have broken something.
No, you're fine. Just chill. Don't touch anything.
That's
Go on. Mike thinks he's smart. He's not. Anyway,
It's true.
yeah, we know it's true. So, Marcus, let us begin, shall we? You're sitting here on your phone, so unprofessional.
Honestly.
I'm still getting stuff ready.
All right, fine. Jeez, I'm gonna read my article that I found this week. All right,
You found.
I did
You
find
did
this
some
article.
Great journalism work here.
You
Good
couldn't
job.
speak English there.
I can never speak English.
We know.
To be fair.
All right. On January 17th of 2018, Nintendo uploaded their first official trailer for Nintendo Labo.
It's Labo.
No. This is an interactive, in real life building game. The game ships with cardboard cutouts that you build in different objects. You insert the Switch and the Joy-Con into. Then, interacting with the software, it brings the game to life.
Yeah, that description doesn't do a great job of it, but like you really got to see it in action to understand what this thing is doing.
Yeah,
So it's pretty cool.
Basically the way it works is like you construct a fishing rod, for example.
With step-by-step instructions.
Yes, provided on the software of the Switch by the game. And you build a fishing rod out of the cardboard in real life, insert the components of the Switch into the different slots that it gives you, and like the Joy-Cons and stuff. And then on the Switch itself, you see that you're fishing, and it's cool. I don't know, it's for kids, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool, but it's like whatever.
you are correct. Would you buy it?
No.
No? I think it's a cool little...
I mean, would I be interested in trying it? Yeah, but would it be warrant enough to pay whatever it is, probably $80?
I guarantee it's at least $100.
Well, yeah, Canadian probably.
Probably, yeah.
I don't know.
Marcus, your thoughts?
Did they announce the price? I don't remember.
Nope.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, did they?
In American, it was like 70 for. There's two different packs. One pack. Did you mention that it's made out of cardboard?
Yes.
Yeah, the first pack is like $70 American with a bunch of what? You just pointed at something. Oh, you just pointed at a bunch of cardboard.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Oh, you want a Kleenex?
Just
Okay.
wanna just
We're just there.
thanks.
Cardboard.
We're in a new location where there's about like 90 billion different things around us because we're in an episode of Hoarders.
Oh, right, sorry. I totally didn't even realize. Yeah, Mike's fucking surrounded by cardboard. Wait, are you the Nintendo Labo supplier
No,
for cardboard?
it's all
Don't-
dead Wii U
don't be
boxes.
silly.
Ah, okay.
I actually have my Wii U box in my room over there if you want to see it.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, okay. It was like 70 American. That comes with pretty much everything, all the small buildables that they showed off in the trailer, and then there's another one that's I believe like 50 or 60, and it's that big like robot pack that you can. put
Oh
on.
yeah, and
The VR game?
Yeah,
The VR game.
It kind of looks a little bit weird.
It looks
'cause you
like
put it in
Project
your face.
Giant Robot.
it was
Yeah.
basically arms.
Nintendo tech demo from like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's cool for kids. I feel like everyone on Twitter and YouTube, they're like blowing up saying that it's like amazing. I don't know, like that it'll do great for them. I don't think it's going to do as well as everyone thinks it is. I think it'll do just fine, but I don't think it's going to be Wii Sports as some people think it is because
Yeah.
it's like you're cut off at a certain age gap. This isn't going to be for everyone. It wasn't included with the Switch. It wasn't their year one.
Yeah, I saw that too. There's a lot of people that are like,
Yeah.
this is going to be big. And it's like, I mean, I could see why they would think that, but at the same time, it's not a sure thing at all.
Maybe some kids think it's cool. Like it's hard for people like us to judge because we're not
The target
small
audience.
children or we don't have kids. So maybe they think it's cool. I don't know. Maybe Matt has a couple childs.
Couple childs.
Can confirm, no.
Are you sure about that?
I am sure about that. Thank you.
Yeah, it seems cool. But the thing is, whether or not this is really successful or not, it doesn't matter because I can't imagine they're going to lose much money at all because it's only cardboard and strings.
Yeah, it's fucking cardboard.
So
That's the genius of this like thing in overall. Like it costs them probably nothing to make.
like
this
it's
at
probably
all.
like a nickel for each pack.
Yeah, like all the money that they're spending on this is just designing them, and once they have them designed, producing them is easy, and they
Question.
sell it for $70.
Question: do
Yeah.
all currencies have nickels? A nickel is 5 cents. Just letting you know.
Great, thanks for that input.
You're welcome.
I
You're
wonder.
kicked off.
Now I'm wondering.
I don't know if you know
It's
the
a
Russian
valid
currency. I have a
question.
dime in Russian
5
currency.
cents.
It's a valid currency.
I have a dime.
Valid currency.
I have a dime in Russian
It's
cents.
a, it's a valid question. It is.
I don't get your point though. Anyways, continue.
But if I know though for sure if I were a kid I would have been on this because it was Nintendo and kind of like Lego almost but more complicated. But I'm willing to see though if this will actually like is this cardboard actually durable enough? Is it like a one-time? Because something like Lego, the appeal of it is you build it and you can just take it apart, build something else. Say like even in Lego Dimensions where you could build it and take it apart, build a different, like you had the Batmobile, take it apart, and then it's a different style of the Batmobile. Whereas this, I think you build it once and you're pretty much done. You can't really like scrap it and do it from the start, or else you'll just break it.
I mean,
I don't think you can really.
there's
reuse
really no point in taking it apart. It only becomes one thing anyway.
Yeah.
And I don't know if kids will actually find it that fun. Maybe like the building process is fun, but the actual there wasn't really even any games to these.
The only thing I remember is that fishing one. It's like you're just reeling in a fish. It's
The big robot one where it's like a kid has like a big backpack on and like strings attached to his hands and feet that have like the Joy-Cons in them because it uses the Joy-Cons IR sensor for the first time ever, which is cool. It measured when he was using like his hands and feet, and that one actually looked more of like a game, whereas everything else just seemed like little toys. Like the piano one was pretty cool, where you put the Joy-Con into the side. And these things are called Toy-Cons, by the way, which is funny. The cardboard it's actually called Toy-Con.
Nice.
And you put it,
All right.
you put like for the piano one, you put it into the piano, and it can measure from the distance which key you're pressing. So it's really advanced in what you're doing. So it's. If they were to use any other material, I can imagine how much more expensive it would have been if it was like plastic or anything else.
From the looks of it, it looks like it's just regular cardboard. Like regular cardboard.
I'm pretty sure it's more like more sturdy and like designer cardboard.
It has
Like
to
an-
be because
like
what happens
an-
if you step on it? Like, does it get destroyed instantly? Like, you'd hope not.
like an Amazon Prime box kind of thing.
Definitely more sturdy.
This
than
episode sponsored by Amazon Prime.
Sponsored, yeah.
This is
can't
where
do
Mike
this.
never does shoutouts for sponsors.
What was I going to say?
If we ever
I'm
get
done.
any, we're not gonna. We've been doing this for 8 months.
Yeah, and I don't know if the kid I'm just wondering if the Switch even has much of a child audience right now, or if it's more core gamers. I would bet maybe like I don't know how much the divide is between that.
I know personally, anecdotally, I have a few like smaller like
You just know children. You
Yes,
frequent the playground.
I have cousins that are young that have the Switch. So
Yeah,
anecdotally for me, they do, but like I don't know. But I'm honestly hoping my aunt
Because
does
I
pick
don't
it
know,
up so I can
will
try
a
it out.
child see that and be like, "Oh, cool," or would they be like, "Well, this like you can make like a makeshift remote control car that just moves by this Joy-Cons vibrating, or you can just buy a remote control car for even cheaper that can actually goes like 360 degrees."
And it's not made of cardboard.
Yeah. So who knows?
It's a valid point.
Like some of them look cool, like the robot one and the piano, which are the more expensive ones. Well, at least the robot one. But then that's why you have everything else being included in one. And I could totally see them like Amiibo just selling piecemeal separate ones. So
Yeah, they definitely should sell them piecemeal because they don't. That's a huge
if
waste
it's
of opportunity.
successful.
They shouldn't be more than like $10 though, right?
They
Those
will
separate
be, though.
ones. It's fucking cardboard.
Yeah, but it's $80
I know.
already.
I
And
know.
imagine that here, it's $100.
That is 100 at least.
Fucking cardboard.
Yep.
It's like high quality cardboard.
It's Nintendo.
You know Mike's gonna
produced
buy it
cardboard.
when they make the Master Sword one.
Oh, for sure, day one.
I don't think they'll do that though. I have a feeling they won't.
The entire game is you have to pull the sword out of the pedestal, struggle just a little bit, and then lift it in the air, and that's the whole
And then
game.
your heart start lowering until it gets to 0,
Shut up.
like in Breath of the Wild.
Shut up. Right.
You make a tingle dunce cap.
Nice. Okay. Moving on. All right. Enough Nintendo Labo for now.
It's Labo.
Shut up. No, it's not.
It's a Labo.
Thank you. God. Moving on. There's a new Xbox One Elite controller.
Well,
Possibly.
Possibly, according to the Chinese site, Baodo.
I think it's Baidu or Baidu. Fuck.
According to the Chinese site Baidu, that's the way I'm saying
We're
it
definitely
now.
all racist right now.
Yep.
Sounds
They have reported that a possible new Xbox One Elite controller is in the works.
Mm-hmm.
The report features a controller with USB Type-C, so the same connector as the Switch, for those of you who don't know.
But what does the original Xbox Elite controller
Micro
have?
USB-C.
Micro USB.
Yes.
Okay. Continue.
Batteries.
Anyway.
Batteries?
It does
Double A batteries.
double batteries and...
Does it have double A batteries, the regular Elite controller?
yeah.
Oh shit, I did not know that.
Damn.
It uses the same thing. Which, again, it...
Oh yeah,
preference,
I'm
but
dumb because even the regular Xbox One controller has like an adapter with batteries. Continue.
It's fine.
I'm allowing you to continue.
Yeah, I'm allowed. So it has USB-C port for charging, same as the Switch connector. So for those of you who have a Switch, now you have more chargers you can charge stuff with. Bluetooth support for Windows 10. This was featured on the old, or the second generation, no,
I don't think it was
the
at all.
third generation Xbox One S controllers.
Oh, okay.
So everything with like a matte finish, basically.
Matte finish?
Yeah.
I was pointing at matte when I said that.
Thanks. 3-level hair trigger locks. It currently...
You really emphasized the on the thanks. Thanks.
I have...
Like
I'm
Daffy
so
Duck.
congested right now. It's so difficult for me. Oh, God.
Thanks.
Nice.
Moving on. It has a three-level hair trigger locks. It currently also has 2, so that's...
So that's the like... This is
you click the switch... you click the switch down, and it stops the triggers from going all the way down. So you can shoot faster.
Okay.
Longer key travel time for the paddles. That's cool. And a 3-profile switch rather than
Nintendo
2.
Switch?
Stop. Sit in your corner.
No.
God. So this is cool.
There were some leaked photos attached to this, if they're like legitimate or not. But I normally don't put a lot of leaks in here unless a lot of people report on them, and if they're like pretty big like this, because the Elite controller it was interesting for what it was, because it's still around, but it's not like Xbox and Microsoft don't really advertise it as much because of how not even expensive, how premium it is. Like, this isn't something that your average person who just plays Call of Duty or whatnot is going to want to play or is going to want to buy for. Like, you can buy like 3 games for the price of a controller.
Yeah.
I feel like it's cool. Maybe if they had done like a Design Labs version, that would have been pretty awesome, even if it would be expensive as shit. I feel like this has to be kind of real because in some way, because they've been quiet about the Elite controllers for a while.
It has been a while. I mean, when it hit the 1 million mark, and then they were all excited about it and this and that, whatever, and then I heard nothing else.
Like, after that, well, there was the Gears of War version that they announced at E3.
Oh, no, that was before.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw that. I held it in my hand personally. It looked really, really nice. It had the nice textures and stuff from the claw marks and whatnot. But other than that, it then hit 1 million purchases. and then I haven't heard anything since. So,
And they've been doing a good job of updating, like whether it be their actual like console hardware or their controllers, and offering
even
different
their
services.
software,
Yeah, it's because like they're behind Sony, and you saw even when Sony was behind last generation, they did a bunch of wacky stuff and like pro consumer stuff, and even Xbox now, they actually have room to do different things and focus on giving good services and hardware.
they can explore.
They can Windows Explorer.
All right.
So yeah, it's been a while since we've heard anything from a new Elite controller or anything about it. I haven't even seen, because they don't even advertise it much in stores or anything like, or on TV, like the Elite controllers at all.
They don't advertise it at all in the slightest. I mean, it's $200. I have one. Did I pay $200 for it? No. But is it worth that much money for what it is? Yes.
Yeah, because it's all high quality individual like
It
pieces.
is very, very high quality.
But
you have brushed steel, or brushed metal on there. Everything. The controller itself is physically heavier than a regular controller.
With that being said, the reason why they don't advertise it is because, like what Marcus said, it's not for the casual gamer. It's for the specific guy who hears about it and then wants it because they know what it is.
I feel like after the release of the Xbox One X, this would make sense because you already put out a very like expensive, high like top quality console. Put a controller near that complements it really well. And I'm pretty sure if you spent like $600 on an Xbox One X,
you can afford the $200 on a controller.
It's funny because I have both of those things that I did not pay near close to the amount that the retail price tag is. But okay,
put all that money in the chair.
Yeah, no, I actually didn't even pay that close to retail price either. I got a way of freaking buying these expensive things when not actually buying
steal them. You're a thief.
Nope, do not do that.
This is true.
Nope, not true.
Can confirm.
Nope.
You went to Major Nelson's house and just took it.
Nope. I don't think he has an AK racing chair or an Xbox One X. I mean, he probably does.
Of course he doesn't anymore because you took it from him.
Shut up, Mike. God. Number one. Number two, if I were to steal one, it would be the Project Scorpio edition. However, I don't have one of those, so it's fine.
It's fine.
Okay, that's great. Good job.
God. Wait. This piece of news is interesting. Fable. Eurogamer.
He just reads straight from the thing without like ever thinking.
Fable.
I could have put anything there.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Fable. Eurogamer reports that Playground, the skilled UK developer behind Forza Horizon games, is reportedly developing a new open-world Fable game.
This is straight up the Eurogamer article. So
yes, this is literally just
straight off that.
Right. This is according to a report about... Wait, a report? Whoa. Chill. According to a report Wednesday from Eurogamer through our own Paul Tassi.
This guy's blowing his nose mid-sentence speak.
I got like...
Just you read it.
I got like leakage. It's so bad.
I'm going to start from the beginning.
All right, you do you,
All
Clem.
right. Eurogamer reports that Playground Games, the skilled UK developer behind the Forza Horizon games, is reportedly developing a new open-world Fable game. This is according to a report out Wednesday from Eurogamer through our own Paul Tassi. Guessed this might be in the works nearly 2 weeks ago. The game is apparently a large open-world take on the Fable series. While the assets from cancelled Fable Legends remain in Microsoft's possession, this new title is reportedly being developed from the ground up. This is interesting because Microsoft closed and shuttered Lionhead, the old Fable developer, just a couple months back. And for them to just give away this, there was rumors and little rumblings a couple weeks ago, but I didn't bother to bring any of it up because it didn't amount to anything. But now that Eurogamer is straight up reporting this like it is fact that it is happening, like they don't even really say it's much of a leak or anything.
Yeah,
I feel like this has to be true if they're so confident in their sources and everything.
Yeah, Eurogamer is one of the more reliable sites out there for video game news. So,
and Matt just straight up left.
Yeah, Matt's gone. It's a two-man podcast now.
I feel like this... Yeah, I do feel like this is real. Oh, okay, Matt's just straight up blowing his nose now. This is great. This is great radio. I don't think you can hear
I wonder if that picked it up.
No, he turned on the fan, so... It's okay, no one's going to listen to this part. And people dropped out as soon as in the beginning when he took 5 minutes to get in. I feel like this has to be real. It's interesting. You don't really see it that much where you shutter an entire studio that that pretty much created this franchise and give it to someone else. And we do know that Playground was working on a different game. However, I'm pretty sure it was also a multi-platform game. So who knows? They obviously have 2 studios now, one making Forza Horizon and one now for other games.
Yeah.
Interesting to note that I don't think if they were to do this, Playground, like they already reported on the other game. I don't know if they just canceled it or if this did turn into the other game that they're now working on, because we knew it was like some third person, I believe, open world game. I don't think they have 3 teams working on things, so something tells me that while they're doing their Horizon, they're also doing this. And now that probably Horizon 4 is coming out this year, they'll be done with that soon, and then they're just going to put all focus on this. And I don't think you see this until at least 2020. So
Yeah.
I feel like in Fable it's been so long since the last Fable game, since Fable 3. Well, actually, there was that Connect Fable The Journey, but I don't really think you'd count that.
Of course it counts.
Okay, fine, it counts. Just like Triforce Heroes is a real Zelda game.
It's not a real Zelda game.
Yeah. Does Fable have the same name as it used to? No.
Definitely not.
None of Xbox's titles do. Like even Halo and Gears of War,
Yeah.
they don't blow up the world. They don't blow up as much as they do.
It's true.
So who knows?
It's unfortunate.
Who knows if even a Halo 6 would be out this year, because it's been on a 3-year cycle for years now, and I feel like they should probably just invest in new IP rather, and like maybe do something like more modern, because I guess other than Fable, like more fantasy open world RPGs like it are what Skyrim, that's really successful, and every time they release a new version it sells millions. But I don't know if Fable will really capture that same audience. Personally, I don't think so, unless they go on like full AAA. Like it can't be linear, so I don't know how they're going to really market this and have it be. I don't know how they're going to really be able to do this and have it speak to people rather than, hey, Fable's back. A lot of you probably didn't play it, and
I didn't play it, I'll be honest. I played tidbits, but like other than that,
I feel like
not
it's
really.
such an outlier. And with them shuttering Lionhead, I don't know if Playground would have really even been the right choice. If you were to give them anything, I think it would have been. Or I feel like if Microsoft were to have given them something, it would have been something more on like the smaller side, something that would have been maybe like an Xbox like digital like Xbox arcade game rather than a full-blown Fable game. But we'll see.
We shall see. I have no idea what Matt's doing.
I just want to ask you, I mean, you mentioned Halo from before and it popped into my head where it's like, a new IP or something of the sort. It doesn't have the blow up it used to, which is 100% correct. Did you hear about the apparent Halo Battle Royale?
No.
So I heard this from a YouTube channel, Halo follower. They were reporting about a possible Halo Battle Royale. It is on Halo Waypoint as well. But again, it's all speculation. Just
like the how everyone's doing a battle royale game mode.
Yeah, more or less.
I could easily see that they've already experienced experience with a lot of people in multiplayer games with like big team battle and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, and it only makes sense. People are following it ever since PUBG blew up.
Yeah.
Like look at Fortnite.
And then Fortnite exploded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like Fortnite is a whole different thing where you see Fortnite original comes out, doesn't really like in early access. Well, it's also in a physical copy. And they released the Battle Royale style free to play, and then PUBG puts like, hey, why are you guys like ripping us off? And then after it only puts more attention on them and they blow up. So I feel like everyone's doing it. Like even how GTA has their own little version. I'd be shocked if within the next 2 years most big AAA publishers don't have some style of
Battle Royale, even if it's just like a game mode or something.
Yeah,
of
I
the
think
sort,
that's the next big like trend in the industry for sure.
I mean, because look, with PUBG Corp and Bluehole, they were just like it's a smaller team than
it's
more
a small
AAA.
Technically,
publishers.
it's an indie.
Yeah,
like it's an indie game. Technically,
yeah, and with more resources in say like a Ubisoft or a Microsoft, they could easily put in a lot more money into. Well, now that PUBG is fucking millions, so they can put more money in now too. But with the backing like that, they have the manpower to put in a lot more at
100%.
the start. So
100%. So, yep.
Cool.
That'd be cool. I don't know. I'd play it. Would you play it?
Yeah.
I'd play a Zelda Battle Royale.
How would that work? It
It
wouldn't.
does, it's just a joke. It doesn't matter. Just laugh.
No.
Pikmin Battle Royale.
Yeah. You just throw Pikmin in each
I'd
other.
actually
Pikmin already
play
is
that.
Battle Royale. There's
Basically.
like hundreds of Pikmin.
All right, moving on. Rip Hunger Games. That's where it originally started. Just letting you all know.
Never forget Katniss Ever whatever.
Everdeen.
I was going to say Evergreen.
Wow.
I volunteer as tribute.
Shut up, Mike.
Okay.
You read this one.
Sad man.
He's not even joking, though. That's the
I
best
was
part.
joking. Marcus, go ahead.
Oh, God.
A couple weeks ago, we talked about a potential leak of Scribblenauts Showdown, the new probable new Scribblenauts game, and it turned out to be true. It was that Japanese listing, I think. It was some foreign listing
Yeah.
of the game, and then WB Games officially unveiled Scribblenauts Showdown, which was the title, so it was real. It was a couple days ago, and unlike previous games, it's more of a competitive style game with mini games rather than a full-on story mode. So in the trailer that they had, it was like kind of rock paper scissors combat of like
Rock, paper, scissors combat.
yeah, of like one person puts in fire and then the other person puts in like water, and then like fire beats water or whatever, or like
Water
one
beats-
Wait,
person,
let me guess. Hang on.
one person put in tree, the other person put in chainsaw, and then that so
One person put in fire, and then water, and then earth, and then air,
yeah,
and then he come.
Avatar the Last.
Yeah, fuck. And then when the world needed him most, he disappeared.
Yeah, so I know Scribblenauts the game where you can put like any object, and I came up with the two fucking
And you
most.
and you can
the worst
become
things,
the Avatar:
yeah.
The Last Airbender.
So there were a lot of different mini games shown. I'm kind of disappointed that it wasn't an actual Scribblenauts game, because this is more like mini game style and just competitive, where you would need another person, because it is you can play with other people. It comes out March 6th. It's on Switch, PS4, and Xbox, and I think PC. Not entirely
Probably
sure.
PC.
Yeah.
Well, that's on.
There you go.
Xbox One, probably on PC too.
True. That Xbox One Play Anywhere program.
Yep.
Nice. All right. So that's
That's the thing.
the news this week.
Yeah. There's one more.
Oh, is there? What you got?
Scribblenauts Showdown. It's a new game.
All right. Moving on.
The
Marcus.
NPD. We're gonna play that game.
That's
Yeah.
on news.
You know, that's what I said. It's the news.
Thanks
for
for
this week.
completely contradicting yourself.
Now we're gonna go to NPD, the minigame that has no name.
What does NPD stand for?
Nintendo Prediction Department.
I'm gonna go with no on that one.
All right,
It's a no for
so
me,
we have the
dog.
NPD list from December 2017.
Nice.
Mike and Matt are gonna guess which games came into the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
And so far the standings are they're both tied at 3. So one of them will gain a lead. They'll go one by one. If the first person to get 3 strikes is out, and then the other person wins. And if we keep on going and they guess all the top 10, then we'll go into probably the bottom 5. That's never happened yet.
Prepare to
But
fucking
if
lose,
you guys
Mike.
if you guys do get like 3 strikes each, then I'll take a game, and then you guys I'll put in like I'll name 4 titles or whatever, and then you guys guess.
Yeah. Prepare to fucking lose, Mike.
Usually I do a lot of research on these, trying
Not a
get
chance?
as much information as I can. This year I didn't. This month, sorry, I didn't have enough
yeah.
time. So
I'm gonna sneeze randomly
going
through
in
this. I'm
blind.
just letting you know.
Good thing you have a tissue box. Right?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
remind you again
Don't do that.
that they track physical sales. So there you go.
Physical sales.
So Matt said Cuphead that one time.
That's a true story.
Yep.
All right, I know who
boy.
started.
Matt won last time, so
Okay,
I
so
did
Mike,
win this time.
Mike can start.
I'm gonna go with let's see here. Just quickly scroll up a bit.
3.
Call of Duty World War II.
Call of Duty World War II.
I actually couldn't remember what the subtitle was, and I didn't want to say like Advanced Warfare, so I'd be wrong.
It is on the list at number 1.
Nice,
Really?
easy peasy.
Surprised as if a Call of Duty game,
Right?
Matt,
I'm gonna go with that NBA 2K18.
NBA 2K18 is on the list at number 4.
Nice.
Clear board.
Following on that train of thought, I'm gonna go with FIFA 18.
FIFA 18 is on the list at
At
number
number
11,
11.
so get fucked.
Bye, Mike.
1 strike.
I hate myself.
Yeah, I hate you too. Ha! Thanks. I'm gonna go with Mario Odyssey.
Mario Odyssey is not on the list but Super Mario Odyssey is. So it's another strike from. No, I'm kidding. What? At number 3. So yeah.
Shit.
Damn, that's good.
All right. One strike to nothing.
I'm gonna go with Star Wars Battlefront.
Star Wars Battlefront 2,
Yes,
2017 version.
2017.
It is on the list at number 2.
Yes.
Really? All right.
Party.
Mike has one sleeve rolled up. I don't know why.
It's because the strike. I'm trying to represent the strike.
Okay.
Okay. What happens
So
if you
you
get
went
3
off the-
strikes?
You know what happens when we
I
get
don't
3
want to
strikes.
know what happens when I get 3 strikes.
All
Or you
3
get 3
sleeves
strikes.
comes off.
That's fucked up.
Matthew.
I'm gonna
Say
go.
Steamworld Dig 2.
I'm gonna go with WWE 2K18.
WWE
The Switch version?
2K18 is nowhere to be found on this list.
Nice.
That is one strike for
It
each of you.
was there though last month, right?
I believe so, yeah.
I think it was 8 or something.
Yeah, some shit like
But
that.
yeah, people buying for the holidays. I guess WWE didn't
Apparently.
make it in. Let me see how many guys you. How many? 3, 4.
Dun,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's still 6 more in the top 10 that you guys haven't guessed. That's one strike for each of you.
I'm gonna go with The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild
It is on the list.
at number 12.
Came out in March, and it still made it at number 9.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
All right.
that's what
all
I'm
right.
talking about.
Okay.
Matt.
Thanks. Assassin's Creed Origins.
Assassin's Creed Origins.
Mm-hmm.
You sure about that?
I'm sure about that.
I don't know about that because it is on the list though at number 8. So you were right.
Damn it.
Nice. Sir?
Getting high up there. You guys got 4 more. Yeah. 4 more you haven't guessed.
Trying to think of some big other Switch games that might have cracked this list, but I can't think of any.
Literally nothing came out.
Like,
What do you mean?
I don't know if Mario Kart 8 would have been up there. What was Breath of the Wild at number 9?
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't know if Mario Kart 8 would have outsold Breath of the Wild. Probably not, right?
I don't know. Take a guess.
Take a gander. Trying to think real quick. Do some real quick thinking here.
I'll give you 3. Give me 5 seconds. 5,
seconds.
4,
Oh my god. This
3,
is too much pressure.
2,
I'm gonna go with.
1. It's another strike.
Is it?
I'm going with Mario Kart 8
Mario Kart 8.
Deluxe.
Mario Kart 8 is on the list at number 5.
What?
What?
Yeah, because
Nice.
people
That-
buying Switches
Switches,
for Christmas.
yeah.
What's going to
But-
sell more, Mario or Zelda?
That's a good point.
Mario, because there's a bundle
Yeah.
for it.
That's a good point.
No, there's
Well,
not.
Mario Kart.
Would the bundle count in
correct.
the sales?
No.
Would the bundle
No,
count
bundles
in the
don't count in the sales.
True. I'm gonna go with one that failed me last month, but you know what?
sales? Destiny 2?
What the fuck? Grand Theft Auto 5.
Grand Theft Auto 5 is on the list at number 10, making it back in the
I
top.
know, but you want to know why?
hate
There was
this-
a
I
big
hate this.
sale
Oh,
for
yeah,
it.
because
There was a
there's
big...
the update too.
There's 2 games left on this list, so here's where the strikes are going to become more and more.
Does he have any strikes yet?
Yeah, it's
he
1 to
got
1.
one.
Un, and you got 1. Okay.
Okay.
Breathing. Apologize for that.
I'm gonna take a wild shot in the dark here and go with what was that game called? I can't remember what that game was called. There you go, Middle Earth: Shadow of War.
Middle Earth
Couldn't remember if it
Shadow
was
of
Mordor or War.
is not on the list at all.
It's a rip.
Damn it!
It's a rip, boys.
It was at number 1 once upon a time. Okay.
Yeah, like 3 months ago.
GTA 5's been on number 1 for like ever. Okay.
No,
so
it's been
hush.
on the
Came out in
list.
2013.
Just take that in,
Oh,
everybody.
I got 2 strikes. I got it.
Yeah, nice.
My
And...
sleeve just got ruled up, guys. Say Neo.
So, Matt, if you get this one right and Mike gets the next one wrong, you win.
You are correct, sir.
I'm giving you 5 seconds.
Are you fucking serious?
And 5.
This is
4,
difficult.
3, 2. You're getting a strike at this 1.
Destiny 2.
Destiny 2 is on the list at number 12. It's 2
Nice.
strikes each. So if you guys both get a strike right now, we'll go into a tiebreaker.
Sudden death.
Sudden death. Go.
We're both at 300%. Go!
Mike. 2 games left on this list. It's quite easy.
For you.
I know he always says that, but he's looking at the damn list.
Right.
I guessed the list perfectly.
He's looking at
I'm sure you
the
can.
damn list. Yo, next month he's playing.
Next week, yeah, okay.
Next month he's playing because he thinks he's so smart. But
Agreed.
really,
Mike's gonna put his head off.
he's not.
Okay, Mike, you keep looking at this list. I'm gonna take it away from you.
What's wrong with looking at the
In
list?
5, 4.
Say hey Pikmin.
Because this is bad radio.
Say
You
hey
should at least
Pikmin.
think
I
through
know.
your thought
Say hey
process.
Pikmin.
I'm literally just quickly like, hey Pikmin. Jesus Christ.
Say hey Pikmin.
This is a toughie. I don't even can't even think
Alright,
of it.
I'm taking away the
Wolfenstein 2.
Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus.
The new Colossus.
Not on that list.
Yeah,
Mike.
I didn't think so.
Nope, not in the top
It's the only
20.
other game I think of that came out recently.
3 strikes for Mike. Matt, you get this right. You win.
Wait, 3 strikes for me?
Don't take your shirt off. Fucking... Oh, God. Alright. I at least get the same amount of time that I can fucking look through this damn list.
Wait, so okay.
Alright. So I'm scrolling through this list, right? And I got... See, I'm seeing things like Hello Neighbor and like...
Nodded. Just
Thanks, I know.
Hello Kitty.
Yeah, God, jeez.
Divinity
See,
Original
like-
Sin 2.
I said NBA. I said WWE, correct?
No,
Yes.
you didn't say WWE yet.
I did say WWE. Mike, stop cheating.
I'm not cheating.
He's
Just
cheating.
lying to you in order to win the game.
That's called cheating.
That's not cheating.
Mike said FIFA. That was at number 11.
I said FIFA.
Damn,
Actually,
10 more seconds.
10 more seconds.
I
Perfect.
said
You know what? I'm going to go with one that threw everybody off the other day. Forza Motorsport 7.
Not on the list.
Fuck.
Not even gonna fucking like. bother. All right.
What were the... Are you going to...
Okay, I'm
we're gonna do
guess.
tiebreaker. What are you gonna list 3 and make us list one that's not a game, or
Let's see. There's
How you wanna
2.
do
Yeah, there's 2 there. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna guess, or I'm gonna list 3 games, and you guys, well, no, I don't know. Talk amongst yourselves.
December's a weird month for this kind of stuff. Though,
Yeah, it
right?
is,
It's like
'cause
no
literally-
games come out.
Nothing comes out.
It just depends on like the sales and what people are like getting. Like Zelda and Mario only on there because people bought Switches.
You know what? I'm gonna do this, and if it is tie again, then we're gonna go into another tiebreaker.
Okay.
But
Damn.
I'll list 4 games. No, okay, I'll list 3 games. I don't know.
No, list 4, and we both have
da.
4. 2 of which are the answers, 2 of which are not.
Yeah, but what if you guys both guess that?
Then we both have to pick 2 that we think that they are it.
Okay, I have.
We both pick 1.
Here's how we're gonna solve this tiebreaker. We're gonna do it where I'm gonna list 3 games,
Okay.
and you guys are gonna have to guess which one placed higher on the list. Higher being
Okay,
like
that's fair.
Yeah,
All right.
being like lower but higher. You know what I mean? Closer to
Close to number 1.
All right. The 3 games are Lego Marvel Superheroes 2,
Of course it is.
Player Unknown's Battlegrounds, or Madden NFL 18.
Marcus is a devious one here. I totally forgot PUBG came out on Xbox One.
I'm going to go with Madden.
Totally forgot about that.
He's going with Madden.
I know
Gonna
PUBG
make it
sold
interesting.
really well,
Can go with him.
but like I also know Madden probably sold pretty well too.
All right. So,
To
stop
make
with the dead air.
to make this interesting, I am going to go with PUBG.
Okay. That's your final answer.
That's my final answer.
You know that it's sold really fucking well digitally,
yeah,
right?
They
Not
even,
also
they even
physically.
gave it away.
Yeah, I know. And you know that technically it was a digital code inside that box, right?
Yeah, but sometimes
matter, though.
sometimes it counts digital.
No.
PUBG is on this list. All those 3 games are.
Yeah.
And the highest one,
Yeah.
Lego Marvel Superheroes 2.
No way.
Was not the highest. Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 at 13.
Actually,
But
I mean, of
the
course.
winner is at number... These Madden, NFL, and PUBG were at 6 and 7.
Okay.
So
damn.
the number 6 and the winner... NFL. So Matt at 4 points.
Get wrecked, mate.
So
The digital sales did not count for that.
no.
Right? I
So-
mean, it was only what was bought in that box, which was also, though, a digital code.
Yeah, but if I totally forgot it came out for Xbox One. If I remember that, I would have guessed it instead of freaking. anything
So
else, I guess.
top 10 are GTA 5, number 9 Breath of the Wild, 8 AC Origins, 7 PUBG, 6 NFL 18, 5 Mario Kart 8, 4 NBA 2K18, 3 Mario Odyssey, 2 Battlefront 2, and 1 Call of Duty World War 2.
Cool.
Interesting.
Gonna go update that score. Yeah. I just took the lead again. Thanks, mate, for the easy win.
It was not an easy win.
It was a
we had a
fucking-
tiebreaker.
it was
Okay,
so
I think you
easy.
should do 4 and 3.5 because I think I deserve half a win for that.
No.
Because you know in hockey when you go into overtime you get a point.
Yeah, but then the
Same
winner
thing.
gets 2.
Yeah, so you get 2 points, which is a full point, and I get 1 point, which is in this case half a point.
1 point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I'll change it later.
Nope. I will change it back.
Yeah, I will
You're
change
just
it back
a,
after
you're
that.
just a sore loser, bro. I will write a freaking...
There's
I'm
not
not
even
so-
a winner from the year, like, or from, well, I guess, yeah, if you count all 2017, Matt wins, but
Yeah.
That's true.
That is right.
That's
What do I
fair.
get?
You get to slap him.
Nope.
This is not.
Wait,
an
I get the
agreed-
slap mic?
This is
Oh,
not
I'm
an agreed upon
so
deal.
down.
It's a slap bet.
This is not an agreed upon deal.
All right, Mike, move
You
your
want to do it
shoulder.
for 2018? Let's do it for 2018.
Move your
We
shoulder.
can slap it for 2018.
Move your
Whoever
shoulder.
wins
shoulder.
more.
Yeah.
Deal. Okay.
Move your shoulder.
I'll see you in 2019.
Move your shoulder.
Say move your shoulder one more time.
Move your shoulder.
I'm moving my shoulder.
No, just take your elbow off the table. I gotta get... No, Mike, put your elbow down next to you.
This is great radio.
It is. I gotta hit him. I gotta make it audible for the microphone.
Audible.com.
Yeah, it's
This
our new
podcast
sponsor.
sponsored
By the
by
way, this
Audible.com.
this episode is sponsored by Audible.com. Type in audible.com/MBG for your code for
Don't do
the
that.
first 30 days.
Mike's
It won't
Xbox
work.
is still on.
No, yeah, it is. Xbox, turn off. Did it turn off?
Didn't know.
No.
Work.
Xbox, turn off.
Imagine all the
Nice.
Xboxes you just turned off to people listening to this. Probably like one.
Yeah, everybody with that one connect that
Yeah,
everybody
you
has
have to
plugged
have
in.
Connect plugged in, so...
Yep. Mm-hmm. So, I'm gonna start with what we've been playing this week, because fuck you guys, and I know what you're gonna freaking talk about already, because nobody cares.
Arms?
No.
All right, talk about the same 3 games: Counter Strike, Hero Truck Simulator.
So I
And
played
Wolfenstein,
I
did
played
you say
Counter
that?
Strike. Played Wolfenstein.
Do you
I
have anything to say about a game?
Yeah, I do actually. So, back in... When did Star Wars come out? November.
Which one?
The 70s.
That's not an incorrect statement.
Okay. When did Star Wars Battlefront 2 2017 come out?
2017?
What month?
October.
November. Or was
Perfect.
it October?
I have no idea.
I
Anyway.
want to say November.
Anyway,
I'll
anyway.
double check this.
I'm not a
I
Star
mean, we
Wars.
just had... Oh,
Yeah, we just had the equals a list. Damn
Anyway,
you,
moving on.
Matt. How dare you equals a list?
So, I had some pretty strong words about it. More so,
You said it was broken.
the game is broken.
I was right, November.
More so, the way the game operated with the loot boxes and the campaign. And, well, I bought it and played it. I actually
Could
really...
have seen that coming.
Really enjoyed it, honestly. The gameplay is actually really fun and fluid. I bought it for the PC. Of course, the usual.
But did you use the Play Anywhere program to get an Xbox One?
Does that even have it? I don't
It
think
was,
that
it was a joke. It was a joke.
Why
Anyway.
are you bringing up fake facts? Mr. Fake News over here? Alternative facts?
Fake news.
Come on.
Tackling
Soon we're going to have to shut down the podcast. If you get the joke.
Ha! That's
People are
funny.
going to be like, I don't get it. Fucking
That's a funny joke.
go look at CNN. Anyway.
Cartoon News Network.
Anyway, so I played it with
Canadian
a few.
no-nos.
I played it with some friends, and honestly, it's a lot of fun. For a Star Wars game, they did a really good job. It looks beautiful.
Did you play as Yoda?
Not yet, no. The online is super fun as well. It handles very nicely on PC, better than Xbox. To me, anyway, but it's fine. Unreal, very good. They fixed
Unreal
the
Engine
loot.
4?
Nope. They fixed the loot box system. It's actually quite easy to
actually,
get
Frostbite
characters
engine.
and yeah. They actually fixed the way to get characters and stuff. Like I have a whole bunch already.
So in the campaign, it's that like you play as Iden Versio, but then there's also where you play as like Han Solo and like Luke Skywalker and whatnot. You play
Yeah.
as like the main characters.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Kind of like multiplayer.
I haven't
modes.
I haven't touched the campaign yet, but yes. Other than that, they did release free update for it as well, and free update is coming out in like
They're
6
all
days.
because they didn't have a season pass for it. So
They did not. There's another update coming out later this week or next week. One of the two.
It's a shame though because that game when it leading up to it, they were like EA seemed like they were making all the right moves with not doing a season pass like they did last time when they blocked a whole bunch of stuff off, and also including a single player campaign.
Yeah.
And then it was the whole loot box thing that just blew up, kind of like with a bunch of other games. But yeah,
And the single player campaign was just overhyped. I want to say
yeah,
when
it
it
kind of
was,
like fell flat afterwards. But yeah,
it did. It was very stale.
from what I heard.
Yeah.
But you like multiplayer?
I do. I did enjoy the multiplayer. It's definitely something you can just throw yourself into and just experience for a couple hours, honestly. That, and this is going to shock you. I played Fortnite, not on PC.
Oh dang, on PS4.
What the fuck?
on the
Unlikely.
Switch.
I don't have that
I know.
console. I played on the
Sega
Xbox
Genesis. What?
On the Xbox One X.
The Xbox
No,
One
sorry,
X starting at
549.
With Battle Royale or the Battle
The Battle Royale, yeah.
or whatever. It's
So I played that with friends as well. Honestly, the game runs very, very nicely on the Xbox One X. It is very comparable to the PC version of it. I'm going to be honest. Obviously, it's going to run better on a PC, blah, blah, whatever. I don't care. But, like, for what it was, it actually handled and felt very nicely. I only ever felt it stutter once. On the Xbox, it was just a giant lag when I had, like, 4 people everywhere. There was smoke everywhere. Can I fucking help you?
You're saying some real, like, dirty sounding things.
What do you mean?
Talking about feeling and stuff.
Giant
What?
leg.
Four
people.
Just keep going.
It's a giant leg.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Continue.
Anyway,
you never played PUBG, right?
I did play PUBG.
Oh, you have. Do you have that on Xbox?
I do not. On the Xbox One itself, PUBG didn't handle very nicely. I've seen it, felt it,
Yeah.
experienced it.
It's still in early access there.
Right. I'm gonna smack you.
6 years old.
Bro, come on.
He's seen it, he's felt it, he's experienced it.
I don't understand.
Yeah, but you haven't.
Oh.
Mike's never gonna get that fucking lucky in his life. Moving on.
good.
Huh?
I said it's good.
On the Xbox One X, it does handle better. The game still is in alpha.
We're still talking about PUBG, yeah?
Yeah, we're still talking about PUBG. Mike, can you fucking leave the podcast, please? I'm kicking him off.
Just keep going, ignore me.
What do you like more, though? The style of Fortnite where you have to build things midway through, or PUBG where it's just straight up, like, intense?
As a game for itself,
Just like scavenging.
I like the style of PUBG better, where you gotta scavenge for your stuff, and it's just a straight battle royale. But Fortnite, in my opinion, is the better game. It's closer to being a finished product. The game itself is more responsive in both, on both the in the hands of a player using a mouse and keyboard, and with a controller as well. It doesn't feel like you're held back by the controller or something of the sort. Even in PUBG or even in H1Z1, hit regs felt really, really bad. In Fortnite, it's fantastic. They did a fantastic job with long distance fights with even like an unscoped weapon. It all works properly, right? So, in my opinion, Fortnite it feels better, it plays better, and honestly, like,
It doesn't give you that same, like, tension as, like, a PUBG would.
in the beginning, not really.
This is me from what I've heard about people saying about PUBG because I'm not playing it on Xbox or on PC. So.
So the thing with PUBG is you got this huge, massive map, right? And you got this big circle that eventually grows smaller.
I don't know how PUBG plays.
You experience one portion of the map, and that's it. One little area, like if you're in the bottom corner, you're in the bottom corner. If you're in the bottom corner, you get pushed to the middle, but you're in the bottom corner of the circle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For Fortnite, you're constantly moving. So if you're in the bottom right corner of the map, you can find yourself in the top left corner of the map.
So it's just a smaller map?
It seems like a smaller map. It is a smaller map, but it's, in a sense, like, you can explore it easier, right? While PUBG, it's just, there's shit everywhere, there's mountains everywhere, and it's just I don't know. In a sense, it's easier to navigate in Fortnite. That's what it is. So, you should play it. It's free. Fortnite is free, right? You can just download it.
I don't think that building mechanic would really speak to me.
It is. I'm gonna be honest with you. It is weird to get used to. I'm not used to it in the slightest. So when I got people just sitting there in a base, I'm just like, bro, what the hell? So I don't bother building. I just hide behind a tree because that's what I'm used to doing, right? But I don't know.
Mike,
I don't know.
Hi.
go. What have you
Have I been playing? Oh, this little game called Overwatch. Actually,
You've been playing or you've been watching
I haven't
it?
been playing a lot of Overwatch, to be honest. Like, I've just been watching Overwatch League with all my free time.
Me too. The new items come out on Tuesday.
Yeah.
On new items.
What?
They're adding
I
a
have-
whole bunch
I
of
don't-
new items.
But yeah, I guess we won't talk about Overwatch. But
Thank God.
other than that, I've been playing Hellblade.
Ooh.
Senua's Sacrifice.
Nice.
You beat it last year when it came
Yeah,
out.
August.
So far, I just got to the point, kind of spoilers almost. It's fairly in the beginning still, where you're faced with like two doors to go through, one of fire and the other one of something
You get
else.
to fight Soot.
Yeah, I fought the fire when I went to the
Still
fire.
Soot.
Yes, Soot. And I just went through the other door that you go through. So far, the game hasn't really captured me that much. I feel like as a story, it's cool about like playing as a person with mental health and seeing like having all like the voices in your head. If you're playing this game with headphones, it's really really cool.
Is it eerie?
Yeah,
It is.
for sure.
Like, I remember, you probably remember that first scene where you're on the boat and you're just going down. And, like, there's just people having conversation in your head. Like, and that's the first experience you have with the game. Like, to me, that was insane. Like,
No.
and you were looking at side to side, see the credits, and you hear the voices moving.
I say it's cool. I don't know if cool would be the right word to describe. Like,
well, you know what I mean.
It's interesting
cool.
to see.
Yeah, it's interesting to experience it. You know,
When
different.
you say people having conversations in your head, right? Because I've never seen it. I want to play this, but I've never experienced it. Right? I just don't know.
Literally imagine.
So is it like I picture somebody? This is what I picture in my head for some apparent reason. Somebody's on a boat, you know, hanging out, just somewhere, just sitting, or on a bus or whatever, right? I don't know why
Not
a
on a
bus.
bus.
Huh?
Not on a bus in this game.
Is it a boat?
It's a boat.
Oh, is it really?
Well, at the
You're in a
beginning,
boat. It's like a cutscene.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're sitting on this boat, you're doing whatever, and I honestly just picture, like, in their head, they just hear us talking. Like, us having a conversation amongst ourselves that has nothing to do with this person that's just listening.
But you can't. To me, I don't know. Like the way I interpret it is sometimes maybe it's like her saying different things about herself. Sometimes it's other people. Like you have, say, like one voice is saying, "Oh, you can do it, you can do it." Another one be like, "Oh, she's gonna die,"
Yeah,
and then another one be like, "She's never gonna go anywhere." And
Yeah,
I don't know.
like, she
it's
can't
not,
do it.
I don't know if it's really that clear if it's all different versions of her or if it's just different people that she hears.
Yeah.
Like, you know how Deadpool has...
Yeah.
Like, I know it's such a random analogy, right? Is it like... I've never seen it, right? Like, I don't know how to...
It's kind of like, not to boil it down, because I don't know if this is really even that, because people talk about like multiple personalities or whatever. It might be like that, but like in your head. But she doesn't ever act differently as far as I've played.
Yeah.
Like it's like she's just trying to like fight like the voices off and trying to like ignore them, from what I've heard.
Yeah.
But
it's hard to do because they're in your brain.
It's really interesting, but the actual game itself hasn't captured me. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if it gets any, because so far it's Ninja Theory, so they made like DMC, Devil May Cry, and Hellblade. They're really good at combat, but for this, it's mainly like it's been like a 3-button thing of like you got a light attack and a heavy attack and a kick, and then sometimes like a little focus button that you can focus in on enemies. And there's really nothing to it other than just like pressing one button until someone dies. Not really like not much dodging unless you do like a block here and there. And there's that, and like the combat is like it happens probably every like 15-20 minutes whenever like enemies will spawn before you have to go through a certain gateway. And then other than that, like in order to get through these certain gates, you see like paintings of shapes on a door, and you have to go and find, like, say there's like a triangle, you have to go into the real world or into the world and then find like that triangle shape. So say there's like two trees that intersect and it makes that triangle shape in between them, and then you would focus in on that and then the gate would open. Sometimes you have to find like 2 shapes or 3 shapes. I don't know. Does it get any different than that?
Not really. It has that same basic concept. It does do some different things with it, but the concept stays the same. But yeah, I think that was the best part of that game, in my opinion. Like the environment. I don't know if you like enjoyed doing the environmental puzzle.
The puzzles,
thing.
not really.
I found them pretty fun and interesting because like it involves basically trying to see things from different angles.
Because they kind of they even tell you where they are, because there's like little versions of them floating around in a
that's the hint. But yeah, I don't know. I find it pretty interesting. But I agree with you that the combat was really repetitive. Like it doesn't really get better. Spoiler.
How much more do you think I got left
in the game?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the beginning. That's the beginning, yeah.
Because I want to see the story, but I don't know if I really want to keep playing. It's like, it's not really grabbing me. Does combat get any different?
Not really. It stays pretty much the same.
So maybe, I don't know if it'll really change my opinion much when I keep going, but so far what I think of, like, story really cool, concept really cool. As a game, not much going on, and like that you can't get everything out of within the first like 15 minutes.
I would agree with that, but the puzzles do get a little better from that on. There's one section that I won't tell you what happens, but it's a really cool section that until you get there, you can't really say anything about this game because that's like the main part of the game for me. But so I definitely recommend you keep playing. Don't give up on it. At least get to this part that you'll know what I'm talking about when you get there. But get to that part.
Would you prefer to watch somebody else play it?
No,
and experience that way.
I'd play it myself, because if I watch somebody else play it, like it's kind of like more of a serious story. I don't just want to hear like Game Grumps talking over that.
No, I don't.
Like, make fans
I don't think Game Grumps would handle a game like that properly.
They played Inside.
Well, okay, Inside's different though. I mean, like you're looking at. Well, look what this game is about. Right. Yeah. This is about a serious issue, right? Yeah. I mean,
so is Inside kind of. Was Doki Doki Literature Club? I know they played that.
That was about suicide.
I didn't watch that though. So
Doki Doki was just weird. Let's just not talk about Doki Doki.
But yeah, no, even in just like regularly, I'd rather. What I like to do, I like to always just play the game myself. I don't really like watching other people play. What I will sometimes do is I play a game, and if it's something like really cool, like Inside or whatever, maybe I'll go look at other people's like what they thought of like the final part or whatever. I'll go to there and see how they like thought of it. So, but normally, no, I don't like to watch other people play.
Especially a game like this, because like it's like you have to play the game yourself. You know what I mean? It's not a game that no matter what you do, it's the same thing.
Whenever you're watching like a Let's Play or a Twitch stream or whatever, I feel like they're also just trying to entertain you. So they're being like more ecstatic than what they probably want to be.
Yeah.
Some streamers, yes. Some streamers, no. I do agree with you that there is that entertainment aspect of it. But if you watch a streamer like Lyric, for example, he doesn't give a flying fuck about his audience. Well, he does, but like when it comes to him playing a story game, he shuts up during cutscenes. He doesn't speak at all. If there's a pause, then he'll speak. If they start talking, he'll shut up again. He'll talk to the audience about the game itself, things like that, right? So, I mean, in a sense, he's playing the game because he wants to, and people are just watching it.
You
right?
get the general idea, though, right? You know, if you want to experience the game for yourself, the best way to do that is to play it, not to,
No, of course. It depends on the game, right?
Especially in, like, Hellblade, because, like, I don't know if you get that same experience, like, watching it through a YouTube video than the actual in-game audio. Yeah. I think it'd be a lot different. But, hey.
It's fine.
Didn't it win Best Audio at the Game Awards?
Yeah, something like that.
So, that should tell you that you should listen to it the way it was designed, not on a YouTube video.
Yeah. Oh, well.
This podcast is sponsored by YouTube.
It's not.
Sponsored by
it's not.
Lyric. Sponsored by Lyric.
If only.
Name that Lyric.
You didn't know who
Don't
Lyric
forget
is?
the lyrics. Based on what you said, I'm gonna guess he's a Twitch streamer.
You never heard of Lyric?
Or she.
Me neither.
Really? Oh.
No, I'm not hip and young like you.
No, it's Lyric is probably one of the biggest faces on Twitch. No matter what game he plays everything, right? I mean, he has roughly like 40,000, 45,000 people watching a day, right? I mean, I say look him up if you just want to like watch something or somebody. He's super.
Does he play Overwatch?
I believe he played Overwatch for a bit, not anymore.
Does he play Overwatch competitively?
No.
Then I don't want to watch him.
Why don't you just like
watch XQC because he got banned?
All right, let's just go.
Moving on. Thank you guys so much. Wait, do we have more?
No.
All right.
No.
Thank you guys so much for listening.
Top quality.
What episode number was this?
34.
Yes, 34.
34.
If
you can drink.
If you want to be part of our conversation, email us at nothingbutgamespodcast@gmail.com. I'm talking to you, Andrew. Shout out to Andrew. You don't know who Andrew is, but that's okay.
No idea what you're talking about.
That's okay. What? All right, moving on. Thank you so much for listening.
Moving on one more time.
Moving on.
All right.
Say all right one more time.
Moving on. All right. Anyway.
Honestly?
Moving on.
Honestly?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Thank you for picking up my speech patterns.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for listening. Yeah, wait. I want to get super sensual with our audience here.
Don't mess with the mic.
It's too late.
I'd like to thank you all for listening.
Bye.
You have a fantastic day and a wonderful night.
He's gonna cut this out.
And, take care. Bye-bye.
Ready to kick the table.
I know.